types of chain reaction. One is controlled chain reaction, the other one is uncontrolled chain reaction. And also we have discussed nuclear reactor, definition of a nuclear reactor also we have discussed, and the main parts of the nuclear reactor. Nuclear reactor was first discovered by a scientist, that is Enrico Fermi. Okay, so there I explained you the different parts, main parts of the nuclear reactor. And there the main parts are nuclear fuel, moderators, control rods, reactor shade, okay, and coolant. And so these are the main parts which I have discussed in the last previous class. Now in today's class we are discussing the nuclear waste. Okay, so these are the waste materials which are formed in the nuclear reactors, which are produced in the nuclear reactors. So these nuclear waste need a special treatment, because as these are very harmful, okay, so they emit the harmful radiations. So whatever the nuclear waste which is produced in the nuclear reactor are dumped in underground of some certain height which has been digged into earth. So this treatment which reduces the harmful effect to the environment. Okay, so these are the nuclear waste. So the nuclear waste, it might be a cloth or any metallic rods which are used in the nuclear reactors. Okay, so if we throw directly in an environment, so these can affect the environment and also human beings, animals, because these are going to be emit some very harmful radiations which can be very effective. Okay, so to reduce that one, what they are doing, the nuclear waste are being dumped inside the underground of the earth. Okay, so there where we can reduce the harmful radiation which are emitting from the waste. Okay, so that is about the nuclear waste. Okay, now next there is nuclear fusion. Okay, I think I have explained this definition, nuclear fusion also. What is this nuclear fusion? Nuclear fusion is a type of nuclear reaction in which two lighter nuclei combine to form a heavy stable nucleus. Okay, so for example, here two protons are there. Okay, there are two protons which are combining to form a deuteron here. Okay, deuteron which is forming a deuteron and a positron here, and forming a positron and also releasing a large amount of energy. There is 0.42 mega electron amount of energy is being released. So this is nuclear fusion is happening. Here two lighter nuclei are forming. Example, I have taken here two protons which are having lighter nuclei. Okay, so these two protons, they are combining here and they are forming a heavy nuclei. This deuteron is forming, and also it is forming a positron. Positron are the particles, they are just like same as the electrons. They are also having the same mass as that of the electron is having, but only the thing is the charge is opposite here. Their electron is the negative charge and your positron is the positive charge. Okay, the mass of the positron and the mass of the electron are same, only the difference is that charge is opposite here. Okay, so this positron is forming and a deuteron is forming with releasing some amount of energy is being released in terms of the 0.42 mega electron volt. Okay, so this is the nuclear fusion. Okay, so now next we are going to discussing about the thermonuclear fusion. So thermonuclear fission means here when a fusion is taking place under a high temperature. Okay, when a fusion is taking place under a high temperature, during this there will be a large amount of increase in the kinetic energy. Okay, so to overcome so this kinetic energy will overcome the Coulomb's force. So that is called as thermonuclear fusion. It is called as thermonuclear fusion. Okay, so on side I am repeating the definition. Thermonuclear fusion means whenever the fusion is taking place, okay, when a fusion is taking place with rising the temperature, okay, so during this a kinetic energy will overcome through the Coulomb's force. So that is called as thermonuclear fusion. Okay, so see this thermonuclear fusion, same thing is going to be happening in the formation of energy generation in the sun and stars. Okay, so in sun and stars, thermonuclear fusion is going to take place. As in sun, what happens? A hydrogen is burnt into to form a helium. So when the hydrogen is burning and it is converting into helium, during this process, actually यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है फिर? एनर्जी जो फॉर्म होता है सन और स्टार्स में वो मेनली बिकॉज ऑफ हाइड्रोजन की वजह से होता है। हाइड्रोजन क्या होता है पे इट विल गो अंडर thermonuclear fusion. Remember students here, so in sun and stars whatever the energy is forming here, which reaction is taking place? Nuclear fusion reaction is taking place. Okay, यहाँ पे fusion हो रहा है. Okay, यहाँ पे fusion होने से sun और stars में energy form हो रहा है. So when this fusion is happening, means thermonuclear fusion is happening, here the hydrogen is the main fuel here. Hydrogen is the fuel which is burning to form a helium. During this process a large amount of energy is being produced. Okay, there the temperature is very high. Okay, so in that form the energy is going to be formed in the sun and stars. So in sun and stars the main fuel is hydrogen. Hydrogen is burning to form a helium here. Okay, so I'll write that reaction here. Okay, so that is the which reaction is going to take place. That is proton cycle is going to be proton cycle reaction. I'll write here how this energy is going to be formed in the how this energy is going to be generated in the sun and stars. Okay, the reaction I write here, proton cycle I write here. Through that cycle we will get to know how the energy is going to be formed. Okay, so this is all about the nuclear waste. Okay, nuclear waste, these are the waste which are produced during the nuclear fission reaction in nuclear reactors. Okay, these wastes are needed some special treatment because these are hazardous. Okay, they are very harmful to the environment and also to the human beings and also to the animals also. Because once they emit the radiations, when these radiations when they emit into the environment, then these radiations when they will affect the human beings, then the human beings they might die also. Okay, so because some of the side effects are going to be harmful are formed, it might be a skin cancer, so like that. So this waste needed some special treatment. Okay, so because whenever the reaction is taking place in the nuclear reactor, a nuclear fission reaction, there will be a high temperature always. Okay, वो हाई टेम्परेचर की वजह से वहाँ पे उनमें जो मटेरियल्स हम जो यूज़ करते हैं, जो क्लॉथ, पैडिंग सारे क्लैडिंग्स की सारे जो भी यूज़ करते हैं वहाँ पे या मेटल रॉड्स होते हैं, वो जो हैंडलिंग करते हैं न्यूक्लियर फ्यूल जो हैंडल करते हैं तो उस टाइम पे वो सारे मेटालिक रॉड्स को हम ऐसे नहीं फेंक सकते हैं बिकॉज their reaction is going to be happening. Okay, which reaction? That is nuclear fission reaction. Okay, that might affect to the human beings. So maximum times all these nuclear waste are being stored in a big container. Okay, where that container contains a water. That is a normal water. In that, these all waste materials are being dumped. Okay. So next there is nuclear fission, which we have discussed. In this, two lighter nucleus are going to be formed to form a heavy nucleus. So this is one example. Here two protons are combining to form a deuteron and to form a positron here. Okay. And next there is thermonuclear fusion. As thermo means heat, a large amount of heat is going to be produced in nuclear fusion. So due to this, large kinetic energy is going to be increased, which will overcome the Coulomb's force. That is called as thermonuclear fusion. So next there is energy generation in the sun and stars. So how the energy is going to be generated in sun and stars? That is mainly because of this nuclear fusion. Sorry, thermonuclear fusion. Here, hydrogen is the main fuel which is going to be burned to form a helium. During this process, a large amount of heat energy is going to be produced. Okay, so that is why a sun is having a high temperature, because always the hydrogen is going to be burned. Okay, which converts into helium. Okay, now here hydrogen is the main fuel. Okay, I write that proton cycle here. Okay. Proton cycle. So how the energy is going to be formed here. Okay. Now, as just now explained you the energy generation in the sun and stars. So the energy generation in the sun and stars is happening mainly because of the nuclear fusion. The fusion reaction in the sun and stars is a multi-step process. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? Multi-step process होता है. So as I written here, the proton cycle here. So during this multi-step process, a hydrogen is burned to form a helium. Okay. So here in proton cycle, here two protons are combining here. It is a fusion reaction. It is a fusion reaction. Due to this, a deuteron is formed and a positron and a neutrino is formed here. This is called as a neutrino. A neutrino particle, which is formed with releasing some small amount of energy here. And again, in the next step process, this positron and the electron, when they are combining, releasing a gamma rays, okay, with releasing some energy, that is 1.02 mega electron volt energy is released. And then next, here deuteron is combined with the again proton. Here it is a deuteron, it is combined with the proton to form a helium here. So a helium isotope is formed here with releasing a gamma rays and releasing a energy of, that is 5.49 mega electron volt energy is being released here. And in the next process, again the helium is combined here, helium isotope is being combined here, forming a alpha particle, which is a helium nucleus, with forming two protons and releasing the energy of, that is 12.86 mega electron energy is being released. And all these equations are when combined, okay, as the first, second, third equation is being multiplied by 2, and we have added all these three equations, and we got to know that 4 hydrogen atoms are being combined with the electron producing a helium nucleus, that is the alpha particle is being released, and 2 neutrinos is formed, and gamma rays is being released, with releasing the energy of, that is 26.7 mega electron is being released. So therefore, in a proton-proton cycle, 4 hydrogen atoms combine to form an helium atom with the release of how much energy? That is 26.7 mega electron amount of energy being released. So this is about the proton-proton cycle, which is going to take place in energy generation in sun and stars. Okay. So here the main fuel is what here? It is hydrogen, which is forming a helium here, which is a alpha particle. Okay. So just to wrote down this one, and it is a very important also. Sometimes they might ask you, there is a proton-proton, explain the proton-proton cycle. Okay. Or explain the energy generation in the sun and stars. Okay. So in the next topic, we will discuss the difference between nuclear fission and fusion, which is very important for 2 marks. Difference between nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Here I am writing the points: nuclear fission, nuclear fusion. Okay, all the points I will write here and I will explain one by one. Okay. So, a difference between nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. So, as you all of you know that in nuclear fission, a heavy nucleus is splitting into a 2 lighter nuclei. That process is called as nuclear fission process. In nuclear fusion process, 2 lighter nuclei are combining to form a heavy stable nucleus. So this is the one difference, the common difference. We can write the definition here. Next is energy released per fission is large. In fission, energy released per fission is less. Here in very short interval of time, the energy is being released, so that energy released per fission is less here. Energy released per unit mass is less, whereas in this nuclear fusion, energy released per unit mass is more. Okay, it is more. Okay. Next, the end products are harmful. Here, the end products are not harmful. So, whatever just now I have discussed, that is nuclear waste. Okay, the nuclear waste which are produced in nuclear reactor, they are going under nuclear fission reaction. Okay, so the nuclear fuel is going under the nuclear fission reaction. There, whatever the end products we are getting, that end products are very harmful, whereas here end products are not harmful. Okay. Now next, a moderate temperature is required. Okay. Whereas here high temperature is required. Okay. In sun and in stars, whatever the energy it is forming there, to get that energy, a high temperature is being required. So in nuclear fission, a moderate temperature is required, whereas here